Okay, yesterday I quote unquote cheated and used a website to find. Well, I thought I found all but one of the tapes that I was missing, but I'm still missing four. I know for a fact I do not have. Um, God, what's his freaking name? Frank's tapes. I can't get to his number one because it's inside of his room, his office, and I can't get in there. I'd have to start over or backtrack somehow, and I don't know how to do that. So this might be a little bit of a slow process because I have a list here. We have for Alice number one.
Hello, Alice. I'm not sure if you know, but you've been in some woman's belly for a month now.
Some woman's? Why, you?
Fine. You should be resting, Mommy, because you shouldn't be getting so worked up in your condition.
Come on, you have to take this seriously.
Okay, seriously. Alice, I'm talking to you from the year 2021. Your birth is 5 months away. Now, we wanted to record this memento for you so you'll have something to look back on. And let me tell you, we're looking forward to meeting you. You know, we've been trying for a couple of years. There were complications. And as a policeman, I worked very long hours. When we found out we had finally been blessed with you... Better stop for now. Frog in my throat. Better not tell your mom, because since she got pregnant, she's had a hankering to eat strange things!
What's that, hon?
For Alice number four is a new one as well for me.
Hey, Alice. We couldn't get to a hospital. They're all closed because of the lockdown. And I was told the military hospital is reserved for wounded first responders, as well as officers. So, doctors say you're a high-risk pregnancy now. Already up to some mischief in there, eh? Good thing my buddy Leonard, Uncle Leo to you, is a doctor, or I'd rather not go down that path. Leo will deliver you here at home. He's bringing a nurse, so it'll happen just like in a hospital. Leo expects your mom to go into labor this week. He'll hightail it over here as soon as that happens. I don't like to admit this, but I'm scared. Yeah. Cops can get scared. Especially these days. Oh well. So much for these recordings being the joyful record of your pre-life life. But it's helping me somehow, you know? Talking to you. Since the walls are finished, they imposed martial law. We're supposed to enforce that. But clashes with civilians are becoming more and more violent. People are going crazy, looting, and worse. World's falling apart, my baby girl. I didn't know. I couldn't know that at all. I'm so sorry. This is not the life I wanted for you.
I probably should have not started these tapes without finding number three, because I'm sure I could find it pretty easily. But here's number five.
It's January 7th, 2036. I found your recordings. I understand why you hid these from me. I was sad when you said this wasn't the life you wanted for me. You don't regret that I lived, do you? No. Of course not. I mean, sure, life is complicated. We just moved for the 10th time. We had to kill Rex. And then, Mom died. But hey, I've got all my limbs. I have enough food to eat. I have friends. I have you. And after 14 years of zombie shit, I think I turned out all right. I see every day how hard it was for you, and how you try to make life better for me. And that, well, if it wasn't for me, you might not. I can't even say that. I don't know what life used to be like. I only know the world as it is now. And I just want to tell you that Well, I don't know. That I'm happy to be alive, you know? And that I'm grateful for that. Anyway, happy 50th birthday, Dad. And believe that Mom's still shining her light on you to keep those dark thoughts away. I love you, Papa.
This is the tourism office, Church of the Holy Trinity.
Villador. Why, it's another lovely day in the great city of Villador. How did our fair city look several centuries ago? Originally known as Gressburg, a settlement on the banks of the Tursawa River, it received its city charter in 1033 from King Engelram IV, who renamed it Villador. Thanks to trade with the East Indies, Villador grew in importance during the 16th and 17th centuries, drawing in merchants from all over the world. The city's rapid expansion came to a halt in 1772 when the Great Linden Fire broke out. The blaze, which began in the warehouse of the Dutch merchant Jacob Linden, engulfed most of the old herring district and claimed thousands of lives. Yet, as the residents of Villador say, these walls shake but never fall. Even as ruins were still smoldering, reconstruction began, with the new Elysium district rising from the ashes. Built from stone, taken from the quarries of old Villador. Then, at the end of the 18th century, the Church of the Holy Trinity was built, a magnificent example of the neo-Gothic style. Look at the shimmering stained glass windows and prick up your ears. Is that the echo of prayers uttered by your ancestors? None of this would be here had Jacob Linden not had a thing for matches.
Next up is tourism, Old Villador.
Villador! Old Villador features the epitome of traditional urban architecture and atmosphere. It is a reflection of the epic history of our beautiful and proud city, nestled on the banks of the Tursawa River. Evidence of the area's first settlers has been traced to the beginning of the 9th century. The oldest district in the city is Horseshoe. During the later expansion of Old Villador, the growing city added the Trinity, Houndfield, and Quarry End districts. This last area became the primary source of the stone used to rebuild Villador after the Great Linden Fire. Though the quarry was shut down ages ago, you can feel how the legacy of its workers permeates the spirit of this place. The smell of sweat from powerful men with muscular arms, massive shoulders, legs like Corinthian columns,
The hell?
pitting their untamed might against the hard rock. Oh, those were the days.
Alright, we have some Captain Posner tapes. I got 3 of them. I'm going to play 2, 3, and 6 here.
Captain Posner to Colonel Williams. Status report for Friday, January 3rd, 2025. As ordered, I continue my observation of Major Jack Matt. He's an efficient commander, greatly respected by others, and he runs a tight ship. When informed of a possible THV Genmod bombardment, he reacted with great agitation. He considers it too risky, not believing that this could be the last chance to save the city. Your concerns about whether we can rely on him seem justified. Matt gives the impression of being unpredictable and without due respect for chain of command. He barely conceals his dislike of you. I got some of his soldiers drunk and questioned them. Apparently, Matt thinks you've stymied his career. I don't know what happened between the Major and you, Colonel, but Matt has a deep grudge against you. Not only is this unprofessional, it can also be dangerous. Captain Posner to Colonel Williams. Status report for Monday, January 6th, 2025.
Colonel, the bombing ended tragically. We're talking thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands dead.
Something unexpected occurred with some of the infected the THV Genmod was meant to eliminate. After initially appearing to be neutralized, many began to rise. We shot them. Returning to the nearby outpost to restock, we found the ammo rack destroyed. I found Matt and a handful of his men. The rest died in the bombing. Matt claims that he received no orders from you. He's furious, apoplectic even. Colonel, why weren't they evacuated? What happened here? Colonel, this is Posner. Date is June 11th, 2025. I am injured. It doesn't look too good. We probably won't play bridge anymore. That motherfucker, Matt, I had him with his back against the wall. He stabbed me in the gut. I know we've lost the Triumphal Arch, but we must not lose hope. Someone has to stop Matt. The fate of the people cannot be in the hands of such a man. Hopefully, my men will find this recording on my body and deliver it to you. Colonel, it was an honor to serve with you.
All right, poor Captain Posner. Frank number 2 is here.
Well, honey bunch, haven't heard from me in a while, have you?
We already had Frank 3 and 4. Just kind of going back in time a little bit.
Busy gardening? Man, you get lost in your own world. Made you easy to sneak up on bear hug. Couldn't do that now, what with the bum leg and all. So listen, honey bunch. Had an idea to bring hope to people cut off from each other, huh? All I needed was the VNC tower. Thought we could hack it. But now, except for me, everyone who went, they're all dead. The Night Runners are gone. Yeah. And all because of fucking Hakon. Gave me some bullshit about the plan being suicidal. The night before the mission, he got in my face. With everyone watching. Oh yeah, I told him to fuck off. But didn't think he'd actually bail. We'd had arguments before. But he was a no-show. He even turned Killian against me. Maybe he thought I'd cancel the mission. Well, I didn't. And inside were a fuckload more volatiles than our intel led us to believe. We could have brought everyone together. Everyone. Even the PK. But it just proved to Matt we were junky losers like he'd been saying. Everything I'd fought for. The Night Runners bringing hope to people. Uniting the factions. All lost.
I've got Night Runner tapes 7 and 8 now.
Hey, Pops. I'm just coming. I'm about to join the others. Frank gathered everyone. We're supposed to take the station and commandeer its broadcast capabilities. What fucking floor are they on? Actually, I won't lie to you. They told me not to come. To take a rest, whatever that means. But I couldn't just sit around doing nothing. Where the fuck are they? Ah! Didn't turn off the recorder. Pops. They almost got me. But they can't break down this door. I'll go up to the roof. I'll make sure we can broadcast to the city. I'll wait here for these fucking monsters to go away, and then I'll slip out. I can't tell how long I've been trapped in here. I think they're gone. But I'll wait a bit longer, just in case. Remember when I was 5, Pops? And you took me to the lookout tower? When we got to the top, I was so proud that I made it. I was so exhausted I could hardly breathe. I thought you'd be proud of me. But all you said was that I sounded like some asthmatic old lady. I'm scared, Pops. Frank was right. I shouldn't have come here. But I wanted to show you that I wasn't the weakling you always told me I was. Okay. The volatile's gotta be gone by now. Yeah. The coast is clear.
The coast was not clear. Thus ends the Journal of a Night Runner. Villador Newscast number 2. I already had 1, 3, and 4.
It's just past 8, March the 13th, 2023, and you're listening to Villador News. Today saw the first meeting of the so-called Council of Mankind, comprised of the GRE and representatives of 6 countries and their militaries.
France, Russia, the United Kingdom, Italy, Germany, and Sweden formed a tripartite government. The council also declared...
Excuse me. That Villador is the only safe city remaining in Europe. Further, the GRE pledged to dedicate all their resources to ensure the survival of the human race. Within an hour after the council meeting was adjourned, a wave of immigrants started to surge towards Villador from across Europe. Are we ready for such a massive influx? I spoke with General Pratt.
Of course. Things may be a bit chaotic at first, but we'll find room for everyone. Excuse me, I'm being summoned.
That Europe's governments and the military find the GRE trustworthy given the circumstances is confounding. Perhaps this is why the GRE revealed the existence of GenMod, a purportedly lethal bioweapon in the fight against THV. Dear listeners, in spite of everything, I believe we can all rest easier tonight with reason to hope. For Villador News, this is Clarissa Mortimer.
All right. So the coincidence was, as she mentioned, the Council of Mankind. I have sessions 1 and 3. We already had number 2, so let's do 1 and 3.
Ladies, gentlemen, it is my honor to open the first session of the Council of Mankind. Tuesday, the 21st of March 2023 in Villador. The council consists of the Party of Nations. Vice President Dmytro Klarpovsky replacing the critically ill President of Russia. France's Minister for External Affairs, Bastien Daquin. Sweden's Minister for External Affairs, Eva Trernat. First interim head of state after the coup d'etat in Italy, Sergio Esposito. The new Chancellor of Germany, Olga Radke. And the Councillor of New Britain, created after Scotland's departure from the United Kingdom, William Hughes, in my humble person.
Condolences on the death of the Queen, Councillor.
The GRE is represented by GRE Chief Medical Officer Katsumi Kobayashi, and the Army by the Commander-in-Chief, General Pratt. Dear Council, the world is falling apart. Over 2 million people die every day in Europe alone, and we...
Mr. Hughes, can we skip ahead? We are all exhausted from our journeys. Some of us have had to travel over 4 days to reach Villador.
Very well. Dr. Kobayashi, what is the city status?
So far, the infection seems to remain under control here in Villador. We've had a few isolated cases, but strict quarantine and containment protocols have slowed the spread of the virus. We plan to build humanitarian aid centers and safe corridors for the transport of food and drugs.
Please provide a detailed roadmap for all this tomorrow morning.
I am proposing we enact a regulation governing the relationship between the GRE and the Army.
General, the French Ministry of External Affairs will assist you in drafting such a proposal.
That will not be necessary. My people can...
That will be all, General Pratt. Next order of business.
All right, last new tape that I have found. I might go searching for a couple of them because I'm curious now, but here we go. Council of Mankind session number 3. The 52nd session that they had, but this is the only the third recording that I have.
The 9th of June, 2024. We hereby begin the 52nd session of the...
Minister, what's going on?
I have shut off all power at the VNC Tower. The people of this city must not know the full extent of the virus outbreaks.
Is this some kind of joke, General? Wait. You knew about it, Klarpovsky, didn't you?
Do you want panic? A coup d'etat? We cannot lose control of the city. Why do you think the other council members were arrested?
We need to speed up work on the THV Gen Mod and have it ready for use.
The Gen Mod is not ready. You know that we have discovered highly dangerous side effects, right? The GRE does not recommend—
Silence, Katsumi. In other news, a massive influx of migrants from Asia have massed the city gates in recent weeks. Tens of thousands of people. And the second largest camp in Europe, located in Greece, has collapsed. Its refugees are heading here as well.
God.
Thankfully, we've reinforced the new walls, and we suppressed the most recent THV outbreak.
This is the last resort, General. These are families with kids. Humans like us. Remember? The Council of Mankind? The protocol states that—
Spare me, Kobayashi. It's too late for all that crap. The GRE is becoming villain. At least that's what the people are starting to think more and more each day.
you're pitting them against us, General.
Nonsense. I am merely stating a fact.
This is a travesty. A travesty.
The only other thing I can really go through is graffiti. I have Shen. I picked up kind of accidentally. It just happened to be somewhere where I was. But Shensu Diary number 2. I met a pilgrim to whom I recently gave tissue from a new type of infected. He told me that he miraculously survived the— oh, that's— I know I've done that one before. Which one is it? Oh, okay, number 3. Sorry. I had another strange dream today. An infected bit me, almost taking my entire hand, but I didn't feel anything. He bit me again. Nothing. In the end, I killed him with a bow. I don't know what this dream means. As a hunter, I often run across bands of isolated survivors. One group believed we were a few years away from our final doom. Soon, they claimed, a new mutation would arise that would evolve all other infected, allowing them to finally take over the world. I guess that's why the world needs hunters. Funny, that sect sounded a lot like the GRE. But yeah, graffiti. This one kind of looks like a Wolverine or Badger. It's called Lullaby. It's got a really creepy lullaby that ends with giving a child a machete to kill all the infected. But it's Hush Little Baby, Don't Say a Word, that song. This is like a one-eye angel. Yeah, see, I don't really feel like describing all these things. So there's a cat. There's a man on a bench with a very, very nice black and white mural. A girl walking a tiger. A freaking odd-looking rope. I don't even know how to describe it. A hamster running in a wheel, trying to chase a diamond ring. Like long eel shark things. A bunch of different birds, and then some kind of like wacky waving inflatable arm playing tube man kind of thing. A tape with the actual tape from the tape kind of being pulled out along a wall by a dog on the other end. A tree of death. It's a kind of a gnarled, twisted tree, and there are skulls in it. Rise off your knees. So a picture of Rise. Weird looking, yeah, fat man thing, and then some weird looking guy vomiting, like a really big head vomiting sludge. Probably Gen Mod, in relation to Gen Mod according to this. Yeah, okay, anyway, that's the end of this video. Probably the end of all of the Dying Light 2 videos for a while. I got Baldur's Gate 3 as a gift. I want to play that. I still have a lot of Final Fantasy 14 storyline and other things to go through, so I'm going to do that. And, I don't know, I'll check back once in a while to see if there's things they've added that seem fun to do. There's a thing you can battle, like, berserkers and stuff. I might do that a little bit. We'll see. I'll see you later.